Hi everyone, it's Jonathan here, doing a quick review of Johnny Quest #1 from Dynamite Publishing. And we've got writer Joe Casey, artist Sebastian Priz, and that's one of our primary creatives on this book. Personally, I have a long history of Johnny Quest. I watched, of course, the animated series when I was a kid, and even collected the Comico. I don't know if anyone remembers that company, the Comico Comics Johnny Quest series back in the 80s. I don't recall if I read them in the 80s. I mean, when these books came out, I was old enough to have read them, but I might have picked them up perhaps in the 90s. I can't remember exactly, but it's possible I had some of these books when they came out back in the 80s. So anyway, in any case, longtime fan of Johnny Quest as a series character, all that, comic books and animated. So I was very excited to see that their Dynamite, was using the license and creating a new series. So getting into the book itself, definitely a very, I think, good homage to the classic Johnny Quest stories. It felt like, the old series. It really made me want to actually go back and rewatch the cartoons and even try to find the old comic book series. And the storyline itself, I thought was interesting. It involves time travel. Excuse me. Involves time travel, and of course, that oftentimes can be problematic storytelling wise. But I think it seems like this one's pretty straightforward. Basically, the team gets lost in time, but to a very specific place and a very specific point, and it definitely seems to have a major plot aspect to it. They're not just going through time for the sake of going through time. There's a very specific reason and the very specific plot line that involves this time travel. And I thought it was handled very well. Again, the art is very good. It's very dynamic. There was definite use, I think, of some 3D models, which is not wrong. It's not bad. I don't knock it, but it seems like at times, I could be wrong, that they felt kind of slapped in there, maybe just dropped in and then just converted to line art kind of a thing. I've seen others use 3D models and then really try to make it mesh better with the rest of the art. So if I had any criticism, that might be that. But otherwise, the art was solid. Colors. I really like the colors. The colorist is Lorenzo Sacamella, maybe Amelia. But really good use of color. Gave it kind of a classic feel. Obviously, it's, modern color techniques. Different textures were used to great effect. And just color, I thought, set to tones, very well throughout the book. So yeah, so all in all, a great start, I think, to this new series. And looking forward to the future books from the Dynamite team. And in the meantime, I might go back and try to find some of those old Comico Johnny Quest books. Well, that's it for this review. I've been Jonathan, and you've been listening to Comic Talk Cafe.